I want to talk about bills and not the kind that arrive to your door. I'm talking about the kind that makes laws. Right? Now let's go back a little bit to Obama's health care bill. Did you know that in it, he couldn't get it passed because one state was holding out and they asked that some stuff got put in the bill, had nothing to do with health care, and it was only good for their state, but Obama wasn't going to get that thing passed unless he put it in there. You know, this is kind of reminiscent of what happened with Alaska. Alaska wasn't going to sign off on the big, beautiful bill unless they made some adjustments that were specifically good for Alaska. So what I don't like about bills is that they have a tendency to have some stuff in there that's completely off topic. Now, look at the gerrymandering bill that happened in Texas, right? And how the Democrats kind of like held all that up. But while they were holding up the gerrymandering, they were also holding up all sorts of things that were supposed to be good for Texans. I really wish that all the stuff that was good for Texans were one thing, and the whole gerrymandering thing was a completely separate issue. But it was one bill, okay? And therefore, everything was all held up because of the craziness that people were doing. I bring this up because I was watching a Senate thing live, all right, which is really not the best way to do it, but I was watching it live. I'm funny like that. And there was a senator, I'm not going to talk about the topic or anything else, but there was a senator, he wanted to propose something, and he was angry because they were about to vote on a bill, and there was like a couple of lines, he was not specific, unfortunately, but apparently there's a couple of lines in the bill they were about to vote for that would have basically negated his bill. So there wasn't going to even be a vote on his bill if the other bill passed, just because of a couple of lines. His bill was kind of really, really important. Yeah, I think we all agree that we wanted that done. Yeah, so I was like looking at this man and his frustration. He was trying to say, but look at this wording here. If you read the wording here, then I can't propose my bill next because of this particular thing right there. And that's stupid. Okay? Because I don't know what they were talking about. Was it this one bill that they were trying to pass? I don't know. I was all confused and I was paying attention too. I was trying to understand what they were talking about, but again, it was live, so they don't exactly explain themselves. But whatever it was, okay, it had nothing to do with what this guy wanted to get forth. Okay, it had nothing to do with it. That was perfectly clear. And it just frustrates me at the stuff that's in the bill. Oh, I forgot, in the big, beautiful bill, there's a thing, I can't remember it all right now. There was a thing in the big, beautiful bill that gave a rebate, a tax cut, or something like that, for people who got like a hot tub or something. It wasn't really a hot tub, but it was like a hot tub or a jacuzzi. He got some sort of cash back for that. Not for solar panels, yeah, but for some really luxurious thing. Yeah, that's in the big, beautiful bill, all right?